Hello, darlings, and welcome to Digimon Ghost Gaze. Or maybe we should call it, like, Digimon Ghost Gayest, because we're talking about the gayest episodes of Digimon starting this week. Gayest episodes as determined by me, Emery, so who knows? Maybe this is my, just my terrible taste showing through, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm Emery. My pronouns are he, she, they.
I'm Morg. My pronouns are they, them.
And I'm Elvire. My pronouns are she, they, and I trust Emery that these are the gayest episodes that we could have watched.
Yeah, true.
This is our podcast. We are always correct.
They are pretty gay, I gotta say. We watched episodes 9 and 51 of Digimon Adventure.
Yep, we sure did.
There were some hiccups, but it's fine.
Yeah. Since the plot of these is not going to be, like, strictly super important, since we're watching them, like, completely out of the context of, you know, their respective series, and we're just talking about the gay shit, I'm thinking I can just, like, read off an episode summary that I've written for each episode, and we can just have, like, a sort of a shorter, unstructured conversation around each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think our I don't think our conversations of either of these have to be particularly long or involved. We just got to talk about how much these kids are hugging.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off with episode 9. Devimon has split File Island into several discrete chunks, separating the chosen children, and he is having a villain monologue about it. Taichi and Agumon crash the iceberg they're riding into a glacier, Taichi's in his underwear for a bit, and yet Yamato is the one who catches a cold, curious. Yuki Darumon, possessed by a black gear, shows up and fights, but Agumon destroys the gear and he gets nice again. Yuki Darumon makes an ice bridge to take the little protagonists to the island where Yamato and Gabumon were seen. Meanwhile, Yamato is desperately searching for his brother, and is also wearing a sleeveless top in a blizzard. This has negative consequences for his health. They find a cave for Yamato to rest in, and there's only one bed. Gabumon goes off to search for Takeru alone, and Yamato is able to sit still for about 3 seconds before dramatically screaming his brother's name and charging out into the snow. Gabumon can't find Takeru, but he does find Yamato's dead frozen corpse. Gabumon's only hope for saving his friend is to take off his clothes and cuddle together for warmth. Hey, remember last week when I said this episode was some fucking fan fiction? Anyway, there's a Mojimon lurking outside their cave, waiting patiently for them to finish spooning before he tries to kill them. Hey, Taichi made it here, and the two boys gleefully clasp hands upon being reunited. Yamato, save one of those hands for Gabumon, please. Gabumon caught Yamato's cold, so Yuki Darumon fucks off to get some medicine. Yamato wants to restlessly keep searching for the rest of the party, but Taichi points out that this is unreasonable for a variety of reasons. The two eventually come to blows over this and fall off a fucking cliff. Mojimon finally decides that it's time for homophobia and attacks the group while they're vulnerable. The cliffside collapses, but they conveniently land on Yuki Darumon, who has snackies. Having been fed, the two-partner Digimon are able to evolve and destroy Mojimon's black gear. Garurumon catches a bone in his mouth and is very cute. It's like he's playing fetch. It's nice. They also break a bunch of black gears in the cliff face, which somehow makes the island they're on return to its original location. The episode ends with Yamato finally satisfied that Takeru can handle things on his own and will probably be okay.
Yeah, so what tags would this have as an AO3 fic, you think?
Only one bed.
Yeah.
Hurt comfort.
Sharing clothes. Because he, like, takes off his, like, fur, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, sharing clothes.
Exactly.
Spooning. Huddling for warmth.
Cuddling.
Yeah.
For boys. There's so much that happens.
Who wrote this episode and how did they get away with it?
blushing. I don't know. That's sometimes people have like goofy tags, you know.
Yeah.
Vote to set 3 no flames.
It would be like people would probably have a tag for like Digipod human, even though nothing is gross. It's like so they usually like still tag for that stuff and like what this would be, what, teen or like general or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, presumably it would be general because they did make this show for tiny 8-year-olds.
Yeah, true, it probably would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do we have any additional thoughts on this episode? I feel like a lot of my opinions leaked into that episode summary.
It was a beautiful episode summary. It was really what we saw.
Yeah.
Yamato did run sleeveless into a blizzard and get a cold, even though Taichi was in his underwear.
Simply an unbiased reporting of the facts.
Taichi just has thicker blood. I don't know.
I can't believe Yamato is a Victorian lady trying to find a husband, and Gabumon is a rich man.
We don't see. I wish we saw like what Gabumon looked without his fur on.
There is official art of that. You know.
I don't want to see that.
Is there?
I think that's wrong.
Well, I guess what I was gonna say is they don't show it in the episode, but like because they like cut away before you see it. But like,
yeah, there is like literally just like an animation reference thing with Gabumon without his pelts. He's just like a little lizard guy.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I looked it up, and he just. He looks a lot like Agumon.
What term are we using for that? Gabumon and then...
Gabumon without fur, that's all I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah. Gabumon truly does feel shame for his naked body, even though she's just a fucking lizard under there.
Yeah, he's just a lizard.
He looks so sad.
Digivolve into like several dogs, though.
Yeah.
There is a fun edit of what if Gabumon wears other coats.
Oh, nice.
And then it's the other starter Digimon. It's really cute. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. We love alternate outfits.
We do. And I think if you're going to be in a blizzard, you should choose to wear an alternate outfit.
Yeah.
And it should match your partner Digimon so that it's cute.
Yeah, an alternate outfit, maybe something with sleeves, Yamato.
But Gabumon has 4 sleeves. Isn't that just hoarding them?
Redistribute the sleeves. Give one to Yamato.
This is what's wrong with capitalism. All the sleeves are in one person.
No, he needs those. I don't know why, but he does need them. I like how they look. That's why he needs them.
It's fashion you wouldn't understand.
I just looked up, like, an opposite Gabumon. I don't know what to do with this information. Just like a furry guy with, like, lizard. Huh, it doesn't even link me to that picture. Well, whatever. I'll deal with this later.
Yeah, so... Yeah, definitely some... Hey, why was Mojimon just, like, waiting patiently outside the cave and not murdering the main characters?
Because he understood that this was an important shipping moment for some people.
Yeah, you know what? That... Asked and answered. I don't have a counter-argument to that.
Do be like that.
It's like, sometimes the black wheels make you an asshole, but Devimon can't make us homophobic.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, they can only turn you into a lib, like where you support gay people, but you'll still vote against them.
Yeah. It's fine because it's not his skits. I genuinely forgot how ridiculous the whole black wheel thing was. in the original
Yeah.
Adventure. Like, they're having a fight, and it's implied that that's because there's wheels all over this island. That's what's making them upset.
The wheels make you crazy.
Wheels make you crazy. But sometimes if you put two teenage boys on an island, they will clash.
It do be like that.
And that's fine. They still held each other's hands at the end.
They really did. They really did hold hands at least twice in this episode.
And they did it dramatically too. I love how they can't just hold hand. They really have to like slam those hands into each other. Be a man about it.
Yeah, I picked these episodes for the Yamato Gabumon pairing, but I fucking forgot how hard Adventure goes on the Yamato Taichi pairing.
You can't show me two boys who admire each other and expect me not to read anything into that.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I think I've talked about this, maybe not on here, but just like in general. Pairings that are like lead boy and like emo boy, I'm like, yeah, absolutely.
He's so broody.
Yeah, it's that fucking classic Naruto Sasuke energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
If you're rivals, it means you're in love.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. And it's also the dynamic of only one of them sees this as a competition, because Yamato is very insecure without letting anyone know about it, and Taichi just thinks they're both trying their best.
I like that, when it's like rivals, because they're like rivals, like because of insecurity or whatever, and then it's like, oh, they're friends, and then it's like, oh, maybe they're more. But yeah, so it's fine. Yamato has two hands.
He
really does.
He does have two hands in gigantic gloves.
Yeah, they do. The character designer really did give the characters some just like fucking big ol' hands for the first 4 seasons.
Because they need to hold their friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are bigger hands to hug people with. And I think peak character design is when you can hug.
Yeah. Peak character design for hugging and holding hands. That's what we love to see.
Absolutely.
Also, big hands are easier to draw, so I appreciate that as a fan artist.
Fair. When I draw, character hands are just doing things off screen, you know?
Yeah. The easiest hand to draw is one that isn't in frame. Art tips. Anyway,
How about the Depression Cave episode?
Yeah, I don't know if I have any more thoughts for this episode. Wanna go lie down in a depression cave?
Always.
Always. This is where I live.
Alright, so Digimon Adventure episode 51. The kids are all separated and looking for each other again. Hey, have you ever thought that maybe the writers didn't have a lot of ideas for Adventure? Oh yeah, there's also a big caked-up dragon man fighting a clown. Taichi is trying to keep the clown busy while he waits for Yamato to get out of his depression cave. Turns out, Takeru was fine on his own in a recent episode, and Yamato is feeling insecure in his role as an older brother because he is no longer needed to protect the weird hat kid. He's so down on himself that he gets surrounded by a black miasma and starts metaphorically drowning in despair. Haha, me too, buddy. Gabumon delivers an impassioned speech about how Yamato isn't worthless and will always have his support and friendship. Yamato realizes that friendship is cool and that pushing others away when you're sad is actually really unproductive. The two cry and hug and hold hands and tell each other how meaningful their relationship is, which even if it's not romantically motivated is still a pretty gay thing to do. Anyway, Yamato's depression stank goes away and the partners once again embrace. In fact, they hug the depression cave right out of existence. And hey, Joe and Gabumon are here as well. War Greymon and the Clown Man are still fighting. It's not going well. Sora also goes into a depression cave over how she can't find Yamato, literally a second before Yamato shows up. The gang tries to snap Sora out of her emotional breakdown, but it turns out the expectation of saving the world can weigh pretty heavy on an 11-year-old. Anyway, they tell her that actually she can rid the world of all evil and suffering, and this works. She's better now. Wargreymon gets hit so hard that his breastplate shatters and his titties flop out. Yamato...
Yeah, he sits out for this one.
Yamato and the others, meet up with Taichi, and Yamato gently cradles the injured Taichi in his arms, while Taichi tells Yamato how long and how forlornly he waited for his friend's return. The power of gay friendship restores Wargreymon and causes Metal Garurumon to evolve, and that's the episode.
Metal Garurumon very much kissed it better.
He did!
Aww.
It was... Why did they choose this? They must have known.
Yeah, he fucking nuzzles Wargreymon with his little snout, and Wargreymon's titty injury goes away.
That's gay love for you.
Oh my god.
This episode was so wild.
Yeah.
It's weird when the clown isn't the weirdest part of the episode.
Yeah. God,
I guess Gabumon has two hands too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
they're all standing in a circle is the thing.
Yeah, fucking this episode was titled in Japanese The Clown from Hell, Piemon, but Piemon is barely in it. He's just in a couple scenes kicking the crap out of Wargreymon. He doesn't really do or say anything.
He's an extra.
Exactly.
Imagine being the background character of your own villain arc.
He's just it's actually the gay show and not the...
Yeah.
I like that
it's the gay show. Yeah, it's the gay depression show, not the clown show. Get out of here, you stupid clown.
Clowns can be gay.
Not in this episode, they can't.
So, in this episode, he's kind of he leaves once everyone's reunited. That's how much he hates seeing them being gay.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a homophobe.
Yeah.
I guess that's why he's
Todd.
I like that Sora is trying to find Yamato, and it's he's busy with his boyfriends or whatever. He's fine. It's they try to make it maybe Sora likes it, but it's that's not even anything. That's not even anything. That's one-sided, they say. Poor Sora. She deserves better.
Yeah, God, I fucking love how gay this show is, but also it has to, really fucking no homo it with the epilogue, like in Harry Potter, where all the characters are heterosexual married in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And Yamato is married to Sora. That's just canon. We can't change it. Not even if we write fan fiction, wink wink.
Sure we can. And I will.
If you write a fan fiction that's good enough, they make a show out of it. This has been proven from what we've watched.
Oh yeah, they make movies and shit out of fanfic too, confirmed. Not even just oh, it's a Gabumon. It's people really do be writing Wattpad movies.
It would be amazing though if someone wrote a Digimon fanfic and that was turned into a movie and people had to be oh, this was originally a Digimon fanfic, and then you have to pretend you couldn't see that from miles away because it's super obvious. There's little Digimon. What else would they be?
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, some of these episodes were fan fiction to begin with.
Yeah. There's no way that wasn't the case. The speeches in this one really went above and beyond.
Yeah. These kids are just talking about their feelings. They're just talking about how much their friendship means to each other and how they'll always be there to support each other and how they want to keep holding hands and hugging more.
And Gabumon is so respectful. He's like...
And you, listener, if you're... I don't know why you're heterosexual and listening, but if you are, you're like, that's just being bros. Well, there's a fine line, and you're wrong. They're in love, clearly. Or as much as you can be at 11, who knows.
Yeah.
But don't worry.
And if you don't believe us, I will have to start explaining how troll romance works again.
No!
So just believe us.
Please, listener.
God. I do want to talk briefly about Digimon Try for a second, because, just rewatching this episode in particular, that depression cave scene with Yamato and Gabumon is, it really gets reiterated on in Try in a way that makes it, if you would believe it, so much fucking gayer.
Oh?
How?
Yeah.
Do they actually kiss?
I've never seen Try.
They don't kiss, but I swear they get pretty fucking close. Basically, I will try to cover this if we actually get there before Ghost Game resumes, but yeah, there is just a scene where Yamato is feeling a lot of the weight of responsibility, and he thinks that Taichi is dead, and he's just having a little breakdown by himself, and then, Yamato goes up to comfort him, and just says, the gayest shit to him about wanting to spend the rest of their lives together. It's incredible.
Amazing. Truly amazing.
How old are they in this?
Yeah, they're high schoolers in Try. I think they're 17-ish.
That's when you think your love will last forever.
Exactly. Not that I would know anything about that at 17.
Yeah.
I was deep in the depression cave then, so...
Oh, yeah?
Without an amazing Gabumon telling me that he believed in me and that I could do it. God, that speech.
Gabumon is such a fucking sweetie. I love him. He's perfect. We all need a fucking Gabumon to talk us through our depression.
There were no faults in Gabumon.
You gotta tell me what episode the depression cave is in. In Try.
In Try, yeah. Okay, I know it's right at the beginning of part 6, at least I think so. I do need to figure out which episodes we want to watch for Try still. But yeah, we'll get there. Hopefully. Let's see. What else about this episode? God, I do love how we get two depression caves in the same episode, and when they're getting Sora out of her depression cave, it's no, you can do it. We were chosen for this. We were chosen to save the world for a reason. We really do have the capability, and
Yamato also very much says, if you don't want to save the world, then, just don't. Which, not as helpful as you think when you have depression. That's not good.
Yeah, when it was Yamato and Joe getting Sora out of the depression cave, it was kind of just sort of a standard pep talk. But then with Yamato, or with Gabumon getting Yamato out of the depression cave, it was just so much more emotionally intimate and had so much more hugging and crying and hand-holding in it.
And helpful things you should say to people who are down.
Yeah.
Oh, Gabumon really gave such a beautiful speech. It was a wonderful moment. I wish I had a friend like that.
God, don't we all? Yeah, God. Yeah, this episode really stands out in my mind as one of the better episodes of Adventure, just because it is willing to get into the depression of it all a bit more and show that all this fucking pressure and responsibility is kind of messing these kids up a little bit, is maybe not great being 11 and, having a bunch of just fucking evil dictators trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, might not be good for someone. Bizarre.
Could fuck with you.
Yeah.
Child soldiers? Kind of?
They are. They are child soldiers. They are
pretty much
fighting a sort of guerrilla war.
We have talked before on this podcast about how the Digimon partners in Adventure are literally like engineered living weapons.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who are created to fight the darkness.
Yeah. Just, don't think about it too hard. Wow, cool Digimon.
It's fine. It's normal.
Wow. Cool Digimon.
And the Taichi cradling, that was a good point as well in this episode.
Yeah, very good.
Because everybody is running, right? Why is Yamato the only one holding Taichi? Did everyone just go like, this is clearly a moment for them, we should give them some space?
Yeah. He really does cradle Taichi in his arms and get teary about it when, Taichi says how much he missed him. It literally is that.
And that activates his quest. Absolutely amazing.
Aww.
Oscar worthy. This is the kind of thing that should get awards.
Yeah. This is the good shit, honestly. Like, fucking Adventure is very rough around the edges for a lot of reasons, both between, like, the pacing and storytelling and animation, frankly, but, like, yeah, it has good shit in it. It has shit like this every once in a while, and that makes it good.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just, like, I wonder, like, I'm just curious about, like, the production of it being, like, so janky.
Yeah, I mean, from what I know about it, like, everything about the production process was super rushed, like, because it is a weekly series, the writers were on, like, super tight deadlines, and they basically had, like, no time to plan anything out, in the long term.
That explains why some of these episodes very much feel like someone just wrote whatever stream of consciousness thoughts they had and went for it, and that it was just, some of these very much feel like you're watching a rough draft of something instead of a finished product.
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. That's an accurate read, I think.
Because I also think if someone looked at this episode again, they might have said maybe 2 depression caves in the same episode is a bit much.
Yeah.
And we should do something else. But they probably didn't have any time.
Hey, wasn't this episode supposed to be about a clown or something? Why are these kids just crying on each other?
That's what happens when you see a clown.
It's the problems clown. And they're just hugging away the problems clown.
Yeah.
Your wife, aka Gabumon, is protecting you from the problems clown.
The clown is also a metaphor for depression, but this one is actually subtle, and not a literal dark cave. It was very on the nose. I loved it, but it was very on the nose.
Sometimes
depression do hit you so hard that your titties flop out.
God.
The broken breastplate. Why? You did manage to choose 2 episodes in which the Digimon sort of go naked.
You know what? You're not wrong. What a coincidence. Good episodes, I think. I mean, kind of unhinged in a lot of ways that we described, but yeah, I do think I picked some good ones for just talking about gay shit.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching them. They did remind me why I like Digimon Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I remember these episodes. I've seen these episodes before. So, like, I don't remember every single episode, so these were also things that I still remembered. But it's taken me forever to actually watch the show in its entirety, because I think I've been at episode 14 for like 3 months now.
Yeah, that's valid.
Because the pacing just doesn't make me want to keep watching.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly propel itself forward so much as it sort of meanders from
of good episodes and do that and just speed run it for myself.
Yeah. That's a valid approach, I think. There are a bunch of episodes where they're just like fighting a monster of the week, or just, getting a new evolution, and it's like, all right, move it along.
Yeah. But it is the original series, so it does hold nostalgia. And it does have the wonderful 90s disease, let's call it that, of people don't know how to not make something gay. They try, but they don't know. It's just everything they touch turns gay. I wish I had that superpower.
Yeah. Well, everything I like is gay, so jot that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so any final thoughts on either of these episodes, or do we want to jump to our tier list segment?
Let's do the tiers, because...
Yeah, let's do the tiers.
All right.
Sounds like we're going to be crying. Yeah, let's go into our depression cave and do the tiers real quick.
Wrong tiers.
Let's do our tier list, which won't make anyone upset or angry at us.
Are people already mad?
They're defending people we haven't gotten to
Oh,
yet.
yeah, I saw that. But I'm like, we haven't got there, so I can't say shit.
Yeah, but knowing us, I'm going to be rude. I know that, so...
Yeah, fucking... We're probably gonna go off on the Frontier Kids. I know I have some thoughts. Sorry, Austin.
Not to expose myself as the person who never closes any windows or screens, but I still have the tier list open from last time.
Oh, incredible. Alright, so first up on the list for today, we got Takato and Guilmon. I don't think we'll get through the entire Tamers cast because I have like fucking 10 entries here, so we'll get through a few of them, then go on to our questions.
How does this show work?
It's wild that it has like so many entries when it's like starts off with 3 and then it's like more and more and more.
Yeah. Tamers really does just say like let's keep throwing some new boys in here.
I really like Guilmon. Really good design.
Yeah, I
like Takato as
Guilmon is amazing.
Here's my take. I think these two are an S tier for
Really?
me. I mean, I don't think that a lot of like main characters are really qualify for S tier, but I think Takato and Guilmon get there for me. I mean, first off, Guilmon is fucking precious. He's got the same voice actor as Goku. He's a little baby and he sounds so goddamn adorable all the time, and his acting and like facial animation is just so goddamn cute all the goddamn time. I love him. And Takato is like sort of represents like, the first protagonist and one of the few Digimon protagonists who aren't just like a go-getter hothead boy. He's just kind of like a sad, sensitive nerd who gets his feelings hurt a lot and has anxiety and cries, and I like that about him.
True.
I love that he's just a little softy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like A anyway, so like A or S would be okay, I think. So I was gonna say like pretty high anyways.
Yeah.
And like,
what are your thoughts, Elvier? How do you like the designs of these boys? I think you haven't seen Tamers yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen Tamers. Okay, Takato once again looks like the previous main characters. It's the same color scheme.
Yeah, I know.
Same color scheme. His shoes, though, amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is great. I love him. Guilmon.
You got some funky sneakers. What do you think about his little hoodie there?
His little hoodie? Is that a hoodie? Oh, it is a hoodie.
It's a little
it's got a hood.
Right?
I love short-sleeved hoodies because they're so ridiculous. What's the point of it? If it's that cold, why would I love it. Yeah, great. Love him. Practical clothing.
It's good.
The thing is, it's blue, but blue is a good color. The shoes keep drawing me in.
How do you feel about Guillemon?
I love Guillemon.
And the fucking thing about Guillemon is that he's Takato's OC who came to life.
He's literally his OC.
He became a real boy.
That is amazing.
Takato drew an OC and then he came to life.
I love his little drawings.
I love the details on him, because one of the things that makes Agumon like kind of basic is that he's just a dinosaur. He has nothing extra going on.
Yeah. Guillemon's got those cool markings. He got that hazard symbol.
That hazard symbol is truly amazing.
Yeah, the fucking hazard symbol, which, by the way, represents that Guillemon contains, like, a hidden power capable of destroying the world, that definitely never gets mentioned in canon or will become relevant at any point. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. He's normal. He's fine.
Guillemon definitely doesn't almost destroy the world because he evolves bad one time.
We love a Skull Greymon that's more fucked up than Skull Greymon.
Yeah.
That sounds so familiar. It's almost like it's a thing that Digimon likes to explore.
Yeah, it's almost like dark evolutions are like a running trope.
And they're good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it works.
Yeah, so where are we putting these two? I'm definitely pushing for either A or S.
I'd be fine with either, I think.
I would be able to be convinced to give him S, because you're telling me that he's actually different from the previous main characters. And I think that's actually a good thing. I think that's groundbreaking. That's new. That's exciting.
Takato is just a sad little nerd, which makes him so much more endearing and interesting than, the two previous main characters.
I mean, it already makes me like him more because I am also sometimes a sad little nerd.
Yeah.
So true.
And this list is really just us. Who are your favorite characters? Those are the ones that you're projecting on. That's how that works.
All right, are we feeling S rank for Takato?
Sure.
I know I am. All right. S rank. All right. Hey, the next pair is literally my favorite partner pair in all of Digimon. It's Ruki and Renamon.
I love Renamon.
Renamon is so fucking cool and non-binary. They kick ass.
Ruki is one of my favorite, women characters in Digimon, probably.
Oh, do they all have the cool shoes? Oh, they do.
Ruki has some fucking studded steel-toed sneakers. What the hell is going on with those? It's great.
She's so fucking edgy. Love her.
The broken heart.
Yeah, she's got unnecessary belts around one of her legs. She's wearing a fucking holster that she keeps her deck of cards in. It's some Yu-Gi-Oh shit. It kicks ass.
She does look like she could be Yu-Gi-Oh duelist.
She essentially is.
And that's good.
They use cards to power up Digimon.
Yeah. Her hair, I think her hair would need to be about 200% more ridiculous in order for her to be a true Yu-Gi-Oh character.
She could be kind of like a Jaden type.
Compared to the other people in this series, her hair is a standout, though.
Yeah.
True.
Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and put Ruki and Renamon in S tier because that's where they need to go. But yeah, I will talk about them for a second, just because, these fucking kids, they start off with, so much social anxiety and so emotionally closed off, but then, they fucking, Ruki starts off, really cold and hostile and, treats Renamon as just, basically a Pokemon that she's just, trying to increase the stats of without, any...
like a Pokemon in the game instead of,
Yeah. Exactly.
In the anime or something.
Yeah, without any consideration to, Renamon's, personhood or feelings or anything. But then they fucking realize that they actually care about each other a lot, and it's just fucking open up to each other and fucking develop a really warm and incredible friendship. And it's so fucking good, and I love them so much.
Yeah, I love that I guess mild spoilers, but like the broken heart becomes a fixed heart later. Like
Is that really? Oh, that's adorable.
She gets a fixed heart, like she gets like just a heart shirt later in the series because from like her mom or something. And she's like, it's very sweet. It makes
it's really good.
So cute. Oh, I love that.
Good shit.
That's really good.
All right. Yeah, so they're an S tier for sure. So next up we got Jenyang and Terriermon.
I love seeing Terriermon.
I love seeing Terriermon.
I
don't remember Jenyang very well. Like, I know that, like, obviously it's gonna be, like, different. I mean, he even has a different name in the fucking sub, but, like...
Yeah, his name is Henry in the sub, because they definitely don't trust American kids with a Chinese name.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's, like, half Chinese.
Yeah.
Which they do talk about still in the dub. I don't know.
It's unfortunate for him, but orange is my least favorite color.
It's unfortunate for him that he's being compared to Gayest and Rookie Ren.
Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. That is true.
It's funny because I really like all three of them together, right?
Yeah, they're like, all very good. For me, Jenyang doesn't stand out quite as much as Takato or Rookie. Like, he's a good character. He has, like, a whole arc where he starts off as sort of, like, a pacifist and has a lot of anxiety about, like, conflict and causing harm, but he eventually realizes that, no, that anxiety is, like, preventing him from taking action, and actually he sometimes does need to solve things with violence. Does that seem familiar to, you know, any of us who are watching Ghost Game right now? Who could say?
Is it teams?
I mean, like, he does feel, like, Hiro does feel like John Young and Takato together, kind of, sometimes.
Yeah.
With both.
I think so.
But that's why I'm like, I like him a lot, and, like, it's kind of funny, because I'm like, Takato Gyomon and Rookie Renamon, like, they would not work without him, but I don't think I would put him in S with them. I was thinking, like, A or B.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same. Yeah, I'm thinking A because, like, we do still need to talk about Terriermon, and he's he's a cute little adorable guy, but he's rude.
He's rude?
He's so rude, and he loves to fight. It's so funny. Yeah. He's, like, very different from his partner. It's very...
Is this the Jellymon of this series?
He's a little bit the Jellymon of the series.
He's a little bit, yeah. Jellymon definitely takes it to a new, fun level, but Terriermon's a little bit Jellymon.
Yeah. Yeah, he's, like, kind of rude, but also kind of chill about it. He has a little catchphrase where he says Momontai, which is, like... Yeah. I think a Chinese phrase that just means, like, fucking chill out, don't worry about it. It's neat.
So he's not the I will cause problems on purpose type, but he is the I will punch problems if I need to type.
Yeah. Sometimes he causes problems on purpose.
And that is hit.
Sometimes it's funny.
You know what? I look at Terriermon and I think this funky little dude could do whatever. I would accept it.
So true.
He fucking evolves into Galgamon, who is just Terriermon, but big and chonky with jeans and guns for hands. It's incredible.
The guns for hands.
We love jeans. We love guns. Well,
we love jeans.
Digimon. We love guns on Digimon.
Not in real life, only fictionally.
We love Terriermon with guns, is what I was trying to say.
There's only one person I would trust with a gun, and it is Terriermon.
Let's put him in A. I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay. A rank for them. All right. Next up, we got Juri and Leomon. I'm thinking at least another A for these two.
I'm losing it at, oh, look at cute little Juri with a little hand puppet, and then it's just like muscles.
Yeah.
You love this fucking difference in Pokemon. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm gonna get fucking killed now. No, Digimon. Yeah, like, I love it because it's like, you know, Leomon is like such a sweetheart to Juri and like you know, they're so like good together, but then it's like I can't go too much into it because of that's of course what people are watching in the fucking Discord right now.
Yeah, let's just say that Juri goes into her own depression cave at some point, and it's way more fucking intense than anything we see in Adventure.
So you know how Leomon has is known for something in the shows.
Yeah,
he's still known for something in Tamers.
God, I feel like there's some sort of meme around Leomon that's like really well known throughout the fandom.
Except this time he has a partner, so there's consequences. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
I'm gonna I'd say A.
Yeah. I do love Juri. She's just like a little weird kid.
She's so weird. I love her.
She's cute. She has a little puppet that she talks to.
I did not appreciate her as much as a kid as I do now, and I'm just like, oh my god. We are all Juri.
Yeah, when she meets Guilmon for the first time, Takato is really mad, or is really nervous about it because, like, he showed Guilmon to his other two friends and they got scared and ran away. So he's worried that Juri is gonna be scared even though she wanted to see the Digimon. But then when Juri sees Guilmon, she just yells about how cute he is and gives him a hug and puts a sticker on his face, and she fucking kicks ass.
Oh, she's a real one.
She's right.
She's right. Guilmon's cute. Yeah, I'm thinking at least an A for Juri.
Yeah. Let's say A.
Let's go with A.
I feel like it's hard to give them both together, like, S, just because of everything. But
yeah,
I do very much enjoy her and Leomon.
I think let's do one more, then move on to questions.
Yeah.
Alright. So, next up, we got Rio and Cybertramon. These might be, like, the first pair in Tamers that are going a little lower on the list, I gotta say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I never got to know them as well. And, like, I think a lot of the problem with them is a lot of their information is in, like, other games. And then they were brought into the show for some reason.
And, like, I would even argue that, like, the Rio in Tamers is, like, canonically distinct from the Rio in the Wonderswan games, because they're essentially just, like, different characters with, like, the same name and features. Like, nothing about, you know, Rio in Tamers would ever indicate that he fucking comes from the Adventure universe.
Yeah, no. There's nothing that even, like, hints at that, but it also feels like he feels like he's in a different show.
He looks like he's in a different show, to be honest.
He looks like he's in a
He looks like he's in the middle of a war. It looks like he has his rogue outfit on.
God, he sure does.
You know why that is because literally the first time we see Rio, he's in our war game. He's in that movie for like a fucking frame. So he's an established character across two different universes.
He looks like he would be in Star Wars.
Yeah. Kind of like the production backstory behind Rio is like the toy company just like wanted to promote the games, so they said Rio is going in the next series regardless of whether he actually belongs there, and that was sort of like decided even before like, you know, any of the other characters for Tamers were written or anything. So
did they have to change his shoes? Because everybody else's shoes fit his shoes, and I'm wondering if he's the original shoe wearer.
I think he did get a bit of a design update for Tamers. I'm not positive, though. I haven't studied his outfits too carefully based on, like, the one time he shows up in Wargame and the one time he shows up in 02.
Because I don't know these characters and I still have to watch Tamers, but I think I'm just gonna watch along with you guys, even though I'm not watching at the same time. It's fine.
Yeah.
And Cyberdramon is...
Yeah.
cool. Yes. There's nothing bad I can say about a big dude that can fly.
He's cool looking.
He's cool.
He's kind of like got big angry streak. There's like a whole thing about like he's gotta be contained. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's got a whole thing going on there, but like I said, it just feels like it's in a different show. And like I would honestly say like I might even say as low as like C. Maybe that's controversial, but like I would say like B or C, but like I could be pushed up. Like I feel like if you have a higher opinion of him, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, sure.
Yeah, I kind of agree with C tier for Rio. I will give him somewhat of a defense, though, because I think a lot of people would rate him lower and would say that he has, like, no business at all being in Tamers, just because, like, you know, he was kind of, like, forcibly written into the series, you know, and you know, does kind of come from this different property and like doesn't serve too much of a function. But you know, I think the function that Rio does serve is actually to serve Ruki's character development, because like Ruki actually does have a bit of a prior relationship with Rio, because like they faced off against each other in a card game tournament before the start of the series. So I think like Ruki probably considers him a rival, even though like they, you know, even though Rio doesn't actually remember her. But, yeah, so I think, you know, the way that we do see their sort of friendship and sort of friendly rivalry develop over, like, the latter half of the season, like, does show character growth from Ruki. So I think that is, like, the positive thing that, you know, the positive function that Rio serves in the series.
Yeah,
and, I will say that's completely sub-only, because Dub Rio is completely indefensible, and he's flirting with Ruki all the time, and it's really gross.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I remember him being, like, flirty and weird.
No,
but...
that's not in the sub, at least not in a way that I pick up on.
Okay, then, yeah, because that's why I was, like, at least, like, a C, like, if not lower, like, because I kind of forgot he was, like, really flirty, actually. I was like, ugh, I forgot about all that. Because I mostly saw the dub.
Dub Rio would be, like, D or F easily. I don't like that bitch, but Sub Rio is actually kinda nice with it. Like, the weird flirting isn't there. And also, like, he just does kind of have a charming personality. He has the same voice actor as Sonic the Hedgehog, so you gotta like him at least a little bit based on that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, even with those positive traits, he doesn't get, like... Yeah, his role in the series is still pretty minimal, and he does just kind of pop in and out, so he doesn't really get a lot of proper development. I think a C would be appropriate.
I'm, like, kind of annoyed with... Well, I'll talk about it more off-air, but... Yeah. I'm annoyed with some of his... The fact that he gets certain things that the main three get that... Yeah. Doesn't make sense because of how sparsely he's in it. But yeah, I'd be fine with C. Sparsely. C? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
C tier for
put him in C.
Rio and Cybergemon.
We're being very nice to all of these kids.
I was like, who's gonna go in D? And then I'm like, oh, the Frontier kids.
Yeah, the Frontier kids, like, possibly Hirokazu and Kenta.
Yes,
we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. We'll find that out next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, because now we're going to go to questions. These are questions asked by our listeners on Discord in the Blacktailmon Postal Service channel. Right, so I think the last one we answered was the one from Spike. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's just keep going in order here. Our next question comes from Teddy. If Sonic the Hedgehog was a rookie stage Digimon, what existing Digimon do you think would parse well as aesthetically aligned or even personality/conceptually aligned evolutions for him? I'm a little bit thinking the ex-Vmon line, just because there is...
I was also thinking Vmon.
Yeah, there is a bit of, design continuity there, and plus, like, Vmon is just kind of a rowdy little guy. I can kind of see that for Sonic. Although the mammal to dragon transition is a little strange.
Vmon, especially, like... Specifically, like, I only know the dub Vmon, and then Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because he's, like, smarter than Vmon. Vmon's kind of a dumbass. Well,
True.
I think I agree with you. I'm just trying to think of, like, what Sonic fits best here.
Yeah.
Because they're all, like, slightly different. I'd have to think about it and come back, but, yeah, I mean, I think Vmon works the best, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to go through and think of, like, what are some other guys that would fit well with Sonic? I'm trying to think of, like, especially speedy characters, or just, like, characters who have capital A attitude. I don't know. I think...
I was also trying to remember speedy characters, but the only one I can remember is... I don't even remember his name, but he's on a big motorcycle.
Beelzebub?
Yeah, but that doesn't fit.
Fuck. No,
that's the only fast one I could think of.
That'd be so fucking... That's like Shadow.
Yeah.
He's got big Shadow energy.
Yeah.
If anyone, like...
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do, like, 1-to-1 there, but... He even has a gun, like Shadow. Is there any, like, rowdy characters in, like, that, Atmons? I feel like there was in, like, the first, like, the couple episodes I saw, but, like, maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Dokemon kind of has the blue spiky boy thing, but I don't think Dokemon's personality is a match for Sonic at all.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Dokemon's just kind of a little dweeb with it. He has a big crush on Eri. It's cute.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I'm thinking the X-Beam Online probably works best.
Yeah.
All right, where's the next question?
The next question is also Teddy, I think.
Oh yeah, also Teddy. If you had to pare Digimon Adventure cast down a bit and focus mainly on just 3 main humans and their partners a la Ghost Game, which would you choose and why does that set include Mimi? Okay, so I've thought about this question previously. I have my 3. Do either of you want to go?
When I first read this, I was like, I don't know if Mimi, but, like, I think you might be right. Like, I think it'd be kind of funny to see, like, Mimi as one of the 3. I feel like the only characters we see, like, enough of to even be like, oh, they have enough of a personality are Taichi and Yamato, but I don't know. I feel like that's, like, the boring answer for 2. Like, I'm like, I don't know. And then, like, Taichi's kind of just a lead boy. So, like, maybe, like, Mimi, Yamato... I don't know. I don't know who the third one would be, but that was my gut instinct.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mimi, Yamato, and Koshiro.
That's easy, right?
I'm going to give the worst option here. I'm going to say Mimi and Sora, because I think Sora will be better if she's just not forced into apparently a love triangle and instead gets to be the lesbian that she clearly is. And then for the third person, I would add Takeru, because I think Takeru actually propels the plot forward sometimes.
Okay.
And also, I like to see a little bug dude. So,
Yeah, you know what? I would like to see Sora in like the leader role. That would be pretty good.
That would be good. That was what I was like Yamato, Mimi, and then I was like, Sora doesn't have enough of a personality, but I kind of want to say Sora.
Yeah, you need a leader there, because Yamato and Mimi are not leadership material. I'm really sorry for them, but they're not.
Honestly, what if it was 4? What if it was Izzy or Kushiro? Yamato. Well, but then he wouldn't be there.
Okay, what I'm thinking is we have the main trio of Yamato, Mimi, and Koshiro, and then like we can still have Takeru in the series, but maybe in a more like Hajime Appmon role, where he's just been kidnapped, he's the MacGuffin, and
So
you know
true.
the gang is on a quest to rescue him.
Especially because it's like, that's my brother, like Yamato.
Yeah, and
he's
yeah,
like,
I think that would give Yamato like the motivation to like step up in the leadership role and like give him, you know, more potential to develop in that way. Yeah, I think like the party kind of needs Koshiro in it because like he's the one who figures things out and solves all the problems.
I had
and then
Takuro and
Mimi in it because
Koshiro
she's
confused. I said the wrong name.
Oh no!
whoops.
I meant Koshiro. Koshiro's the one that helps the plot forward.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're saying, so your three would be Sora, Koshiro, and me.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be kind of funny too.
Yeah, I think that would be
I could
good.
see either like Sora and Yamato, but not both of them. You know, like
Yeah,
No,
for
they're not,
sure.
they're not allowed to
One or the
interact
other.
anymore. This is how we're fixing that. We just make 2 series. We just make 2 adventures.
just
Yeah,
split
no, it'll be like the 2 different versions of Pokemon. You know, you got Digimon Yamato and Digimon Sora.
it
This is a really fun question.
So we have next up is Barrier Trio or Barrio Trio Mon on the Discord. What's the deal with the cute bunny Digimon in that one shot in the Ghost Game OP? The shot with the moving windows? I need to know her story. I hope she's having a nice day.
Me too. I have no idea
So
who
I
she is.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
I think I know what the deal with that is.
Oh.
I feel like this is something we've discussed on the Discord before, but we see that little hologram pop up specifically in like cafes and restaurants, just like, you know, hanging out at the tables. I think that's just like a piece of menu ordering software.
Oh.
I think you can just like ask that little bunny for the menu and then she fucking pops it up and then you tell her what you want and then a server brings it to you. I think that's what the deal is.
It is weird that she shows up in the OP though.
Yeah.
Like it's very like, is she gonna be more important or is she just whatever? She's just a funny thing to see in there.
Yeah, who could say? Personally, I think that's just all it is. I think she's just like a fucking menu app.
Yeah.
All right.
I really never noticed her. I had no idea who it was.
So, next up we have another question from Strudel. With Digimon Survive being part visual novel and part tactical RPG, what other genres of games would you like to see Digimon delve into? And then Austin and James both say dating sim, and frankly, I have to fucking agree. It's a dating sim.
It's a dating sim. Any game that is not a dating sim is only enjoyable after I figure out how to make it a dating sim.
So true.
So
even
true.
if it's just like a funny, like offhanded thing with like, you know how like Undertale has like a dating sim like part of it. Like even that just like makes it a better game.
I am
But, like-
I am playing Fire Emblem for the 4th time because I can marry a different character. I don't care about these battles. I can do them blindfolded at this point. I have all my stats maxed out in the first week of this game because I've played it so many times. I just want to date these characters.
God, yeah. I've been playing I've been reading some visual novels that I've been meaning to get around to lately, and one I played is the demo of a game called Monstrous City Bakery, and fucking that's just a game about dating monsters, and yeah, fucking reminds me how good dating monsters is. More games should let you date a monster.
So yeah, that's just a visual novel dating sim kind of deal.
Yeah.
Though. And you could just replace the monsters with Digimon and then you'd be good to go.
Exactly.
I would also be The games that I end up like playing over and over tend to be like deck builder roguelikes and stuff like that. And I feel like you could do that with Digimon just because they have like cards and shit. I feel like you could like figure something out with that. Like I don't know how it would work.
That'd be pretty cool.
But I think it could be cool. Especially if it was like how like Slay the Spire, you have like different characters. The different characters could be Digimon. That could be fun.
Yeah.
That could be cool. And then you just get like boosts from like the cards you have. And yeah. That's my other option that's less fun as far as like dating, but it's like a game I would probably play again and again and again and again.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. It could be a pretty good time.
The thing about Digimon is that it could happen. Like, they keep bringing me new ideas for games. Every time I play a Digimon game, it's wildly different than the previous one. So
they do seem very different.
All right, so then we have Strudel sent in a big long list of questions. I might just pick a couple of these before we close it out. Let's see.
Strudel even says like pick and choose.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Would either of you like to? Yeah, why don't you both pick one each, and we'll answer those.
I do like the last two. I'm trying to figure out which one I like more, though.
I was also looking at the last one, but I can only do it for Adventure, because that's the only one I've seen.
Okay.
You could do Ghost Game.
I could do Ghost Game, but we'll probably see it in Ghost Game. I think the intention of Ghost Game is to have the partner Digimon and the kids cooperate in ways that we haven't gotten yet.
I do have some answers I could talk about for partner swaps.
Sure.
We could just do the last two.
Yeah, let's just do the last two. I thought you meant the last one. I was like, you could do the D&D for the Ghost Game. But yeah, I get what you're saying now.
Is there another one?
Okay.
I hadn't scrolled down far enough.
Oh,
okay, that's fine.
It's almost 11. You know, I am excused from being an idiot sometimes.
All right. Since we've seen Ruli and Jellymon pairing up in Ghost Game, what partner swaps would you have liked to see in other Digimon series?
Tamers.
Yeah.
Tamers.
Okay.
Tamers.
For me in Tamers, it's I would like to see Juri partner with Leomon. I'm editing this, and I actually meant to say Gilmon and not Leomon, because fucking that Leomon is a nothing answer. That's already a pairing. I'm so good at podcasting. Because as we've seen, as we've discussed previously, they do get off to on a very adorable start. They're fucking friends, and I love it. And then the other one I'd like to see is Shuchun and Terriermon, because if she had both a fucking Terriermon and a Lopmon as partners, that'd be real fucking cute. And also her fucking she thinks Terriermon is a stuffed animal, and it's fucking adorable. And then when she finds out that Terriermon is real, it doesn't even faze her. She's like, "Oh, you're moving and talking now? Great. That's This is not unexpected to me, a 7-year-old.
I thought the question was more like how like Ruli and Jellymon do in the game, where it's just like a temporary swap kind of thing. So then,
I think both of I think that works for both of them. Like, if people were like doubling up on partners,
Man, I just like the idea of like the main three like having different interactions. Like, how would Takado deal with fucking Terriermon? How would he deal with holy shit, my brain stopped working. I was trying to say Renamon and I couldn't think of the name Renamon.
We've been podcasting for a while.
I've only seen Adventure, so I can only say it about Adventure, but I think everyone would be better if they just had a little Avatar style, the way everyone goes on a quest with Zuko. If everyone just went on one little quest with Gabumon, I think they would be better.
So
Yeah.
true.
Just let Gabumon do all the emotional labor in the group. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He won't.
I'm sorry to put this on him, but he's so capable.
He won't crack under pressure.
No, definitely not.
No, because he has Yamato to depend on.
True.
And yeah, not like Yamato is the one who depends on him the most or anything.
Definitely not. Gabumon carries this entire show.
Not like Yamato has never given emotional support in his entire goddamn life.
He thinks being an older brother is the same as being emotional supportive, and that's a problem.
Aww.
Okay. Last question for this week. You've proven on the podcast that Ghost Game is just a D&D campaign. What classes are each of the main characters?
So Hero's a rogue, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Hero is a high charisma rogue. He's taking like all the persuasion stats, you know?
Yeah. Kyoshiro is
He's like a wizard, right? Like, here's your...
I think he's a wizard.
Here's the fucking thing. Koshiro is a wizard, Ruli is a warlock, and they're always sniping at each other for casting spells wrong.
I was thinking, what if Kyosho is the warlock and Jellymon is the deity?
Yes, dude, yes! That would actually be really good. Oh my god. Like, he makes a pact with Jellymon. That would be excellent, actually. That would definitely be... Because you could even say, like, it could be, like, if you wanted to put it within, like, game rules, you could just make her, like, a great old one, because she is kind of a jellyfish. She is kind of a fucked up little...
That or lich.
You know,
yeah,
the
true.
one I was thinking for Jellymon would be Eldritch Knight, just like the fighter with like the spellcasting subclass.
Yeah.
Just because like she could shoot a lightning bolt at you, but she mainly just wants to throw hands.
True.
Yeah, I was just gonna go for fighter for
Yeah.
Jellymon, to be honest. As someone who always chooses fighter, and I make a D&D character, I really think that's something for Jellymon.
I'm thinking that Angoramon is like a four elements monk. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think, like, Angoramon could do that, or he might be like, this group needs a healer. LOL.
Yeah, oh. You know what? That's also pretty valid.
That seems like something Angoramon would do. And, like, me, also.
If Jellymon is the Eldritch Knight, I think you can choose a healing spell.
Oh, can you? It's been a while
Oh.
since I've played D&D.
I'm not entirely certain, but I think you can pick one.
I thought it was mostly wizard spells, which I don't think are
Yeah.
healing, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if they've like updated
I
it
haven't
with any
played.
errata, but I don't
Yeah,
think
true, I don't
they
know
had
that.
healing.
I haven't played a non-fighter in forever, so I don't know how spells
Yeah.
work.
You should play Paladin. They're like healers and fighters.
I have played a paladin. How'd you know?
Just a guess.
I'm really good as a
Honestly, Angoramon could be a good Paladin, maybe.
Yeah, you know, I
could
see
see
that
that.
for
Yeah.
him.
I could see that, because then it would be like,
And he's taken an oath of protection.
yes.
And
absolutely.
for Gamamon, I'm kind of thinking War College Bard because you know he's just kind of the all-arounder of the group. You know, he sees a role and he can fill it. You know, with his branching evolutions. You know, if he want to just like shoot you with all the guns, he can do that. If he wants, you know, if he wants to be like up close and a bit tankier, he can do that. You know,
He definitely has, like, something weird, like, he has a background where he made, like, a deal with the devil or something.
He hasn't let anyone else in the party know what his backstory
Yes.
is, or the fact that his character only looks like a certain thing, but isn't actually the certain thing, and no one knows what class his bard is. They're all very
hey
confused.
dude, why did you write your alignment as neutral evil?
Oh, no.
That's not how you're playing the character, buddy.
I'm normal.
Hey, dude, why does the DM make you roll every time you're in an emotionally taxing?
God! True.
God.
Why does the DM make you do this? Oh, no
What would
reason.
Ruli be, though?
I don't know, because we were saying...
I'm also getting Bard vibes from Ruli, is the thing.
Bards can be healers, too.
Because she's also trying a lot of things.
True, you know what? Yeah, I can kind of see Bard for Ruli. I think just, like, the important thing is that, like, Ruli and Kyoshiro both have to be spellcasters and, you know, be mad at each other about how the other casts spells.
This is a very charisma-heavy group.
Yeah, for sure.
This fits because their problem-solving method is to talk about it and then move on.
True.
Exactly.
Gamamon has put all his skill points in fighting for some reason. He's a charisma low.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like charisma high and he's like charisma low, and it's like, okay.
What kind of bard did you make, Gamamon? Don't worry about it, guys. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a bard, wink.
Yeah. I think Gamamon is charisma high, but just chooses to never use his charisma skills.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He always rolls with a disadvantage, and he won't tell anyone why.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's like, oh, you have high intimidation, though, which is a charisma skill. That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
You know.
It's bad that I've thought about this now, because I am about to start a new D&D campaign.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
And now there's a chance that I'm gonna be like, oh, you know, maybe I could play this warlock, you know, and his deity bullies him. Just hear me out on this. We'll see how far I get before they realize where I got my idea.
I don't know. Did they watch Digimon? Did you convince them to watch Ghost Game?
They don't. I have told them about our amazing podcast. I think one of them listened to one episode, so he might catch on.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Can you fucking believe that we didn't even know about Jellymon until episode 5? We didn't know about Darling.
Insane.
It's ridiculous.
How did we live?
How did we live like that?
How did we not say hello, darlings?
Yeah. All right. So I think that's about all the time we have for questions. Let's jump straight into plugs.
I'll go first because I always go first. I've claimed this spot. I'm at Ereviru on Twitter, and that's the only place you can find me. So, enjoy that.
Sure, I'll go, I guess, because I started talking. You can find me at Haunting the Morgue on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on my other podcasts. Departure Lounge is still out there, still on hiatus. But my 2 active podcasts are The Sonic Shuffle, a random and holistic Sonic lore podcast, and Forward ReZero, a ReZero watch-along podcast.
All right, I'm Emery. I'm on Fur Affinity at Space Robot. If you want to get in touch about art commissions, that's spacerobotart@gmail.com. I'm also on a podcast called Gonwill Hunting. Hey, we've almost finished recording Gonwill Hunting. We're almost all the way through Hunter x Hunter. Hopefully that means we might start actually editing and publishing episodes soon. Who could possibly
I was just about to say, maybe the rest of us can join in then.
Yeah, we have some pretty funny plans for the thing we're doing after Gonwill Hunting, so look out for that soon.
So mysterious.
Yeah, secret plans. Yeah, so that's it for me. We are on Twitter at DigiGhostGaze, and we have a Discord server. Fucking go there and talk about Digimon. Tell us what you think the gayest Digimon episodes are. I'm sure you have some in mind.
Yeah, and then I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. What the heck else? Ooh, we're doing Digi Mondays. Every Monday we watch 3 or so episodes of Tamers, and that's been pretty fun. Yeah, and that usually starts at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's hosted by Teddy, a question asker on for this week. So yeah, I think that's about it for that. This is a Noisespace.xyz podcast. Hey, that's a good fucking network with a bunch of shows like Kyle XY and Wow Cool Robot and Prime Cuts and fucking Video Game the Movie the podcast. They're all fucking good shows, and you should listen to them. Yeah, if you like this show, there's certainly something for you on Noise Space. There's just a bunch of podcasts, bunch of cool hosts. It's some good shit.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's see. I think that about does it. So, until next time, all you poltergeist ghouls and non-boonaries, Digimon is for the gays.
As you can fucking see.
Goodbye, darlings.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's real gay.
Oh, goodbye.
Improving. Goodbye.